Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 08036886158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
2024, and of course the program is Inside Nigeria. Welcome. My name is Winifred Bebo, your host on the program. On this segment of the show, we like to review front headline stories on some select newspapers, including Nigeria's most influential leadership. Of course, we go with leadership always on the program. Leadership's main headline story says federal government embarks on overhaul of justice sector. Declares electoral laws orders archaic. Plans National Justice Reform Summit with NJC NBA. I'll take that main headline once again. Federal government embarks on overhaul of justice sector. Declares electoral laws orders archaic. Plans National Justice Reform Summit with NJC NBA. And underneath that headline story, Tinubu Buhari Obi orders mourn ex-minister Ogbonnaya Onu. Tariff Power Minister apologizes over freezer comment. The story is on page 7 of leadership. Of course, you want to see the minister's apology. We go to the masthead beside it where we have Lagos Market Inferno. More buildings to go. Sanwo-Olu. Above the masthead of leadership, CBN policies push Naira to 1,150 Naira per dollar at parallel market. Zenith Bank records 202% rise in profits, 2.13 trillion Naira gross earnings. The headline stories today on Leadership Friday, Nigeria's foremost Friday newspaper. And with that, we move to page 3 where we have our stand. Our stand today is on security operatives need not be victims. Security operatives need not be victims. The editorial today on leadership on the page Our Stand. From Our Stand, we go to the back page of the paper where we have conversation with Azu. Azu is writing on Faye and France. The tire missed the road. Of course, we want to find out the conversation Azu is having today, Friday, April 12, 2024. You log on to the website of Leadership newspaper, www.leadership.ng. Also for the continuation of headline stories and inside stories. From Leadership, we move to The Punch. The Punch headline story is still on the development story on Lagos Calabar Highway. And of course, The Punch is leading on it with that story today. It says federal government plans compensation in 9 states, puts cost at 15 trillion Naira. Lagos Calabar Highway, federal government plans compensation in 9 states, puts cost at 15 trillion Naira. Tinubu orders payment of compensation for property owners in Lagos, Akwa Ibom, 7 others. Federal government extends eviction notice for property owners. NSE says project will improve state's economies. Is the leaders to the headline story on the development Lagos Calabar Highway story. Underneath that, Tinubu Buhari governors mourn as ex-minister Onu dies at 73. Government key to Benue IDPs demand 5 million Naira for abducted farmer. NAV kills cause in Zamfara terrorist hideouts bombing. And beside the masthead of The Punch, Sanu Nasu berate minister over half-pay promise. And above the masthead, OPEC says Nigeria's oil production drops again, now 1.23 million barrels per day. The AGF says law to terminate many cases at appeal courts coming. Wigwe, Ogunbanjo's family sues US firm for helicopter crash. The headline stories today, Friday, April 12, 2024, on The Punch newspaper. For more, log on to the website of The Punch, www.punchng.com. From The Punch, we have Vanguard next on our menu, and Vanguard's leading story is still on the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. And it reads, Opera over cost as federal government proposes 3,000 naira per toll gate. Lagos Calabar Coastal Road, Opera over cost as federal government proposes 3,000 naira per toll gate. Cars to pay 1,500 naira, trucks 5,000. Umahi says landmark resort jobs won't be affected. Property owners to be compensated. Is a highway to fraud, waste. Article. Federal government not tired of inflicting pains on Nigerians. Labour Party. Any toll above 300 naira unacceptable. CUPP. Luxury bus operators kick, say passengers will bear the brunt. Road may become highway of exploitation, fraud. NLC. Costs must be recovered. Unwilling motorists should ply alternative routes. APC scribe. The riders to the main headline story today on Vanguard on the developing Lagos Calabar Highway. Opera over cost as federal government proposes 3,000 naira per toll gate. And beneath that we have Okwama Army invades another Delta community, arrest 10, raises homes. Okwama Army invades another Delta community, arrest 10, raises homes. Wigwewa Ogunbajo's family sue charter company over helicopter crash. Minister apologizes for saying Nigerians keep freezers on due to low tariff. And in sports, Osimhen close to accepting PSG's for 17 billion naira per season offer. Manufactured goods imports rise 269% to 9 trillion naira, exports decline. And up above the main headline story, we have tragedy strikes in Nollywood. It's on page 11 of Vanguard. We have the late Junior Pope Tochukwu Okafor, who is the survivor, and we have the movie producer Adama Looks Pictures gracing the cover of Vanguard newspaper. Of course, tragedy. Nigerians are aware of the mishap that just befell the Nollywood industry with the passage of the late Junior Pope. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Beside that, Christian elders to Tinubu adopt 2014 confab report. And above the masthead of Vanguard, Zenith Bank grows gross earnings by 125% to 2.13 trillion naira. Tinubu, Jibrin, Kalu, Uzodima, Obi, others mourn as Ogbonaya Onu dies at 72. Odili declares Fubara leader of PDP in Rivers. And of course, that story of the Nollywood, Junior Pope, how Fanta money I sprayed in the river saved me, according to the survivor, Tochukwu Okafor. How Fanta money I sprayed in the river saved me. Of course, you want to find more on these headline stories today on Vanguard newspaper and Inside Stories. Log on to the website of Vanguard, www.vanguardngr.com. From Vanguard, we have The Guardian. Of course, The Guardian's leading story is on hard times for addicts. Fresh concerns adduced get high on feces, not meant illicit substances. This is a big story on The Guardian today, Friday. Hard times for addicts. Fresh concerns as use get high on feces, not meant illicit substances. And underneath the headline story, we have illustration. In 2023, 15 drug kingpins bagged 168 years of imprisonment collectively. Seizure of assorted illicit drugs, 160C799.09 kg. Arrests made so far 13,664. And offenders charged to court 5,570. Convictions so far 3,412. These are the illustrations beneath the main story today on the Guardian. Hard times for addicts. Fresh concerns as youths get high on faces, not meant illicit substances. Beneath the main headline story, we have other stories on the cover. Afenifere urges Southwest governors to get federal government grants for farmers. Nigeria records $3.2 billion loss in first quarter as oil production hits record low. Lagos Calabar to be completed in 8 years at 4 billion naira per kilometer. Minister apologizes for jibe on electricity consumption culture, cheap tariffs. Top 4 banks earn 8 trillion naira in 12 months, record 3.5 trillion naira forex gain. Inquiry on Okwama killings, journalists barred as stakeholders worry over fairness. Christian elders link insecurity to foreign invasion. These are the headline stories today on The Guardian. For continuation of these headline stories and inside stories, log on to the website of The Guardian, www.guardian.ng. And from that, we move to the last paper we have on our menu, and that is Daily Sun. Daily Sun's main headline story says, federal government SANU fight over no work, no pay stance. Government insists on half salary over recent strike. We will collect it, workers vow. I'll take that main headline story once again. Federal government SANU fight over no work, no pay stance. Government insists on half salary over recent strike. We won't collect it, workers vow. And just above beside the masthead, Lagos Calabar Coastal Project ready in 8 years. Umahi reveals how it will be funded, is highway to fraud, waste, Atiku. And the other main headline story today says, Onu's wife collapses over husband's death. Ex-minister didn't die out of negligence, family. Tinubu was planning to fly him out of Nigeria for treatment, Minister of Science. Tinubu, Buhari, governors Obi, Kalu, others mourn. A policeman killed, vehicle burnt as gunmen attack checkpoint on Ebonyi, Enugu Highway. Nav bombs 3 terrorist camps in Zamfara. Federal government convenes summit on justice to address critical challenges in justice sector. Rivers, those disrespecting me have dug their pit, Fubara warns local government chairman. Navy detains personnel for death of woman after assault. Zenith Bank's earnings in 2023 hit 2.132 trillion naira. Records triple-digit growth of 125%. And the last story on the cover today, 2024 UTME notification slip ready according to JAM. You find out more as you log on to the website of Daily Sun, www.sunnynewsonline.com. And with that, as we've come to the end of today's Inside Nigeria, your breakfast show on Leadership Television. Don't forget to join in. We will be having news as the news comes in on today's programming. My name is Winifred Ubebo. See you same time next week on the station. Here's wishing you a beautiful weekend ahead. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advertisements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.